Okay, the full event guide for the Charlotte Major is out, so let's go over it. Do you guys think I can do this on the first take? I kind of doubt it. It usually takes me several takes, but let's find out. Okay, so this just came out today. The event is coming up pretty quickly. It starts in just 4 days, I suppose. The group stage and then the playoffs are in 8 days, so just over a week. And let's take a look at what we have here. I sort of glanced through this earlier, but this is largely my first time looking through it carefully at all. And okay, so it talks about a bunch of stuff. Charlotte Major, Charlotte Convention Center, May 16th to the 22nd, and the group stage from the 16th to the 18th, and then a rest day on the 19th. 20th through the 22nd are the playoffs, with of course the grand final being on that final day, the 22nd. And okay, so there's a lot of stuff to go through, as you can see. Dates and location, and I just talked about it, right? The group stage not open to the public, the playoffs, including the grand final, open to the public. And it's just where it is. And okay, these are the times that it opens, and it becomes progressively later that it opens because there's less stuff in each day, I suppose. Tickets are sold out. They did an additional release of some amount of tickets, and those have sold out, and so they're done. They were listed at $40, but after the Ticketmaster fees and everything, they were like $65. So if you're maybe looking to buy tickets from somebody, expect them to be selling them for at least $65 rather than $40, or maybe even more. I don't know if people are going to be scalping or whatever. And then I guess you can get some sort of charms or a charm for Thermite and a weapon skin for Thermite. So Thermite mains rise up, I guess. Participating teams. So we already know all this. Don't really need to go over it. I'll just say them really quickly. Elevate, Cyclops, Direwolf, Chiefs, Heroic, BDS, LFO, G2, Liquid, W7M, Furia, Team 1. Keep in mind that all of these guys are going to be playing for Mexico except for Team Liquid. And then Astralis, Oxygen, Dark Zero, and Xset. I was sort of expecting at least one other team besides those three to be announced to not being able to make it to the event. And maybe that'll still happen, but I don't think it's happened yet. So in theory, the 13 other teams should be present at the event. And then, right, this talks about it here a little bit. They couldn't get the visas, and then these are the groups, and we've gone over them. So A, B, C, D, and I don't care to read them out again. Of course, it's on the screen, and probably you already are aware of them. And then the schedule. So this tells us all the matchups, and we know every matchup that was going to happen, of course, in the group stage. The playoffs to be determined. I wish they would have said the times for the playoffs, but they didn't. So I don't know if maybe this is supposed to correspond to this. I don't know why this picture's is like not very high resolution, but I don't know if this is supposed to like correspond to starting around this time or if it is not significant. But I guess let's just glance through this and see some of the matches to be most excited for. I think Dark Zero versus G2 is definitely one to be excited for. And are they... Oh, this is okay. There's two streams, right? Of course. So this is the A stream, and the next image is the B stream. So I think that could be a good game, and hopefully a good one to start out the event and perhaps to set a tone for the event. That is one of those matches from that supposed group of death, Group C. So let's see how that one goes. This could be a banger as well. Let's see how W7M does in their international debut. And then, I mean, well, honestly, I think like most matches look pretty good. So actually, I'm not going to continue down the list because I'm going to say, oh, this looks like good. They all look like good matchups. And largely because of the fact that so many of these teams have not played internationally before, or they have played internationally very little, or even some of the teams that have a decent amount of experience have newish rosters. So like Oxygen's been to a bunch of international events, but now they have 2 new players. And so there's only a few teams that have most of their players, if not all of their players. Like BDS, all 5 of those guys have been to tons of events together. So yeah, I guess we won't even talk about this. This is just the schedule, and I guess what is it, like 10:30, and then it looks like about an hour and a half or so is allocated for each one. I can't even read these fully. It's so blurry. I don't know why. Okay, and then here's the stream B, and so I imagine they put most of the more premier looking matchups on the A stream, and yeah, it sort of looks like it. I just at a glance, yeah, you see Oxygen up there a lot, and you see like G2 up there a lot, and I don't know. I guess or did they equally split them? I guess each team only has 6 games to play, and I guess I see G2 here 3 times, but Oxygen's up here like 5 times. So maybe it is just random, and that's just how it turned out. But I imagine, yeah, probably a few more of the premier matchups are on that first stream. And okay, well, we'll move past the season reveal panel. So they did a little bit of a teaser just right for, I don't know when it was. I saw it just right before I started recording this, and it said it's something about docks. So and what is it called, like Wolfguard or something? I don't know. Maybe that's the name of the new season, or it just has to do with the lore, which I don't really follow. Whatever it is. Could be cool. Maybe a Doc rework, because Doc's bad, right? I don't know. Some people like playing Doc, but he's not very good. So maybe a little bit of a rework or buff for Doc. Who's to say? We'll have to see on May 22nd. And okay, activities at the event, and okay, so there's merchandise and stuff, and what is this? Oh, okay, store where you can buy some stuff on site. Okay, yeah, so here's all the merch. I mean, maybe it's cool. I'm a Thermite kind of guy. I used to play Thermite all the time, maybe a little bit less these days, but if you're big on the merch or whatever, I'm not huge on spending $30 on a t-shirt or $65 on a hoodie, but if you're a big merch kind of individual, feel free. I won't stop you by any means. Okay, and then demo booth, so you can try out the new season, I guess, year 7 season 2, and I mean, we'll see what's actually on the new build. I mean, I guess it's like cool to try it out early, but unless there's some like drastic changes, it won't be that. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it will be really high demand. I don't know. It doesn't really titillate me that much, except for if there's something crazy, but we'll see. And then, okay, so teams are doing meet and greets, but this seems less than completely official because it just seems like they're not really doing it through Ubisoft. It's just each team is kind of doing their own thing. I don't know if they'll have like booths or how they're doing this. Whatever. I'm sure lots of people want to meet all their favorite players. Hopefully there will be plenty of opportunities to do so. And then cosplay. There's a lot of stuff about cosplay, and I mean, I don't really care to like read through it. You can see it here, and it just says like some of the rules and stuff. And then full rules for cosplay available here. So find your way here if you do plan to cosplay, I suppose. But probably a small minority of viewers. So we'll keep it moving. And then where to watch. So I'm not going to read out the full hyperlinks, but let's see the languages we have. And then we got English, Portuguese, German, Spanish, French, Italian, Japanese, and Korean. Seems like a decent number. Is this maybe less than SI? I mean, I guess SI is a little bit more premier of an event. I feel like there were maybe a few other languages, but it's still a good spread. Of course, lots of people speak English, but if you are not, if English isn't your primary language, I'm sure you would prefer to watch in maybe these other languages. But of course, if you enjoy the premier casters, then I suppose you'll be stuck watching streams A and B if you really want to see Pengu and Intero and Blue and Stokes and the European cast and whoever else they have, because they haven't actually done the talent announcement, right? So we're still waiting on that, but you can probably guess who most of the people, who most of the casters will be, and most of the staff in general, the spectators and whatever. I think Milosh said that he's not going to be able to make it because of visas or whatever, so I don't know who's going to be hosting. I guess Veli's not really around. Maybe it's going to be Doa, who has been doing the NAL. Maybe they'll get a new person. I don't know. We'll have to see who actually is hosting it. We have a few additional languages, but these will only be doing the playoffs. So we have Polish, Hungarian, and Mandarin. Okay, watch parties, and they'll be sharing the list of selected content creators and streamers that will be co-streaming, watch partying, however you want to call it. Okay, competitive format. We don't really need to belabor this because I've addressed it in former videos. And okay, so 3 points, 2 point, 1 point, 0 points for regular win, overtime loss, regular loss, 4 groups of 4, best of 1, double round robin. Okay, and then that's going to seed them into a best of 3 single elimination bracket all the way up to the best of 5 grand final. Okay, so the maps have been expanded. If you only watch the big events, I guess the last however many events for the longest time had 7 maps. We have 9 maps now, and there's attacker repick, so do keep that in mind as well. And then okay, playoffs and grand finals. I guess I just mentioned this as well. Yeah, so this is how the bracket looks, and it's the most default a bracket can look, because again, single elimination, so we just have 4 quarterfinals and then 2 semifinals and then 1 grand final match. Okay, global standing points. This probably isn't terribly exciting for most viewers, but this is a consideration, especially for the teams, and it'll of course become more relevant as we grow closer to the 6 Invitational, but we're a ways off. So first place 375, second place 300, and then so on and so forth. You can see it there if you're curious. 6 major operator bundle. Big Thermite. Yeah, I guess Thermite is, I don't know, one of the many ops from the United States. He's from like Texas or something. But yeah, you can get the bundle for like 20. Oh no, you can get the bundle and 20% of the revenue will go to the prize pool. So if you want to contribute that way, feel free. Pro Team bundle and weapon skin sale. So for the duration of the 6 Charlotte Major from these dates, we're offering a 20% discount on the Pro Team bundle. So if you were looking to pick those up, there's a 20% discount for you. And then there's Twitch drops, of course. If you want to get the drops, make sure you watch on Twitch. If you don't care, I mean, you can watch on YouTube. That's usually where I watch when I watch. But I'll be at the event, or planning to be, and I guess I'll be watching the group stage. Not from the event, because nobody will be watching it from the event, but okay, let's move on forward, and there's all sorts of stuff here. You can get some sort of Starlight uniform and Eclipse headgear, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's for Ying, and then there's Mozzie, Maestro, Ace, Malusi. Okay, very cool. Time watched, so for the group stage from the 16th to the 18th, and for the first 2 days of the playoffs, viewers will earn 1 pack after 4 hours of time watched with a maximum cap of 1 pack per day. So I guess you gotta watch 4 hours per day to get your max, and then 1 pack after 1 hour of time watched, and 1 pack after 3 hours of time watched. So basically, you still gotta watch 4 hours on that last day, but it'll get you 2 packs. Okay. And then details to redeem, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. So maybe somebody cares, but I'm not going to read it. Health and safety protocols also. I'll go through this slowly. I mean, there's just a lot of stuff here, so if you want to read it, feel free, but I'm not going to read through it right now. Stuff for people at the event, and this was all, I think, on the on Ticketmaster when and if you bought tickets. So you're probably already aware of it, but, you know, make sure you get up to date on these rules if you missed them when you were purchasing tickets. And then, okay, so for players and coaches, I'm also just gonna sort of skim through this because this applies to perhaps 0 people watching this video. I don't know if any players or coaches will be watching, but okay, you know, before the event, during the event, player guidelines, and I guess if anybody's just curious about what they have to do, here it is for you to see, and just slow things down a little bit, blah, 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 and then site guidelines. I think this also applies to the code. No, maybe this is for everybody. I don't know when it actually transitions back to everybody. And okay, so more stuff about COVID, and then stuff about if players test positive and this stuff. Okay, some more stuff. And okay, yeah, that was all just like players and coaches and stuff. Okay, and then privacy and image rights. So if you go to the event, you know, Ubisoft might film you or whatever. Surrender your rights to Ubisoft if you go. Keep that in mind. Okay, and then finally stay in touch, blah, 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 blah. I guess that does it. If you think I missed anything and you care to inform me and thus the people that might watch the video and see the comment section, feel free to do so. If you have any requests regarding videos, let me know. The event's coming up pretty quickly, so at that point, I'm going to be pretty limited probably in terms of the stuff I'll be making, just like maybe recaps and predictions, things like this. But maybe I'll be doing some like, I don't know, I'll just record on my phone or something at the event and see what's up and just give a little bit of an attendee experience for the people that will not be attending in person. And, you know, it's tentative, so we'll see. Okay, yeah, I guess that does it. So with all of that being said, leave me a sub and a like, very much appreciated. But other than that, I will catch you guys in the next video.